This is the web series for the love of BIM, promoting Barbados, everything Bajan Canadian, and everything Canadian Bajan. Hi, welcome to Season 3, Episode 5 of the web series for the love of BIM. I am your host, Sonia Marvel Carter. Sorry for the distraction, but I'm still getting used to being back in the office. We're not yet open to the public. We're still very much working remotely, but we do come into the office some days. So like I said, just getting accustomed to that again. Now, today starts an exciting series where we focus on education opportunities in Canada. And as you all know, part of a well-rounded education is not just academic pursuits, but cultural exposure as well as involvement in charitable and service organizations, where you can amass skill sets not found in the classroom. And speaking about service organizations, today we will feature Bridge TO, which is one of the youth service organizations here in Canada, founded by youngsters of Barbadian descent and some actually born in Barbados. We will also take this opportunity to share a welcome video for Barbadian students who are now coming to Canada for the first time or who are returning to Canada. And we are encouraging you to register with the Barbados Consulate using the new registration form that we've just rolled out. So like I said, even if you've registered before by email or this is not your first time studying here, we encourage you to use this new form and register. Why? Why, you ask? Well, we use the information given to ensure that we can better meet the needs and requirements of the diaspora, including students, of course. It gives us a better gauge as to how many of our citizens are in Canada and in which provinces, and for those studying, in which areas they are pursuing qualifications. It also helps us to plan. Like, for instance, when the COVID pandemic hit, we wouldn't have needed to make a social media plea for you to get in touch with us. We would have known where our students were, so we could have reached out to you directly to ensure you were safe. Now to our welcome, and then we'll have our feature from Bridge TO. Hi, I'm Sonia Marvel Carter, Barbados' Consul General in Canada. And as a part of Team Barbados, I want to welcome you to Canada. Part of the team is based at the consulate in Toronto. But there is also the High Commission in Ottawa and 5 honorary consuls in other parts of Canada. So we are spread far and wide to look after the interest of all Barbadians here in Canada and to let others know about Barbados as well. Now, you are here and you too are an ambassador for our island. Never forget that. Every time someone asks you where you are from, identifies you by your country, or wants to know about your homeland, you have an opportunity to be a proud ambassador for Barbados. So don't hesitate, register today with the Barbados Mission so we know where you are and we can look out for you. We don't only assist if you lose your passport or need legal guidance, but maybe you're homesick. We can tell you where to find a little bit of Barbados in Canada and maybe even some good Bajan food. We also encourage you to reach out to the student services at your university or college and get involved in extracurricular activities where possible. We want to encourage you to focus and be diligent in your studies, but we also encourage you to embrace the full Canadian package with all of the sights, tastes, cultures, attractions, places of interest, entertainment, and activities that make Canada the multicultural melting pot and exquisite country that it is. Explore responsibly and safely in your free time and ensure that at the end of your study program, you would have not only gained an excellent academic qualification, but you would have indeed experienced Canada and learnt about the various cultures represented here. This will put you on your way to being the well-rounded global citizen that we aim to encourage. hailing from the beautiful island of Barbados. So click on the link or use the QR code and register today. Don't forget to follow us on social media and be up to date on all of the latest happenings, both here and in Barbados.
To all the students who are thinking of traveling to Canada, I would recommend registering to the consulate even before you arrive.
They're here for us, so make sure you register even before coming to Canada. You won't regret it. Don't forget.
Feel free to email us at torontoinfo@foreign.gov.bb or PM/DM us on social media if you have general questions. Team Barbados in Canada is here to assist. Be safe, and again, welcome to Canada.
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 Everyone in Bridge TO grew up in a Barbadian household where giving back was always encouraged. And as such, I always hope to one day start some sort of nonprofit or charitable organization. Fast forward to summer 2017, myself and the usual suspects decided to attend a Bajan boat ride fete held by the BCA, the Barbados-Canada Association. Now, if you grew up around these parts, you know that Bajan events are very, very rare. So when we hear it, as we hear it, we're in it, we're going. So of course we went, of course we had a great time. And but before all that, when I contacted them for tickets, I spoke to Mark Hoyt, purchased the tickets, and afterwards I mentioned that I always wanted to start a nonprofit organization. So we discussed it, and he offered to mentor me and whoever else joined the organization. So that's what we did. And so former CG Hainsley Ben invited interested parties to his house, and we discussed what the organization would be, and people were invited to sign up and join at that point. And in 2018, we created Bridge TO. Bridge for Bridgetown, Barbados, TO for Toronto, Canada, and Bridge TO. So today the executive members consist of myself, Nikita Hoyt, Kyle Barnett, Ronaldo Best, Roger Brathwaite, Tanya Campbell, Charmaine Downs, Sasha Hines, and Daniel Morel. CG Ben and Mark were instrumental in forming the foundation for this group, and their continued mentorship since the beginning has been invaluable. So we're truly thankful to them. So yeah, shout out to you guys. We love you big time. And an extra thank you for CG Ben's cooking. My God.
Bridge TO is comprised of adults who reside in the Greater Toronto Area, who are Barbadian or of Barbadian heritage. Our target audience ranges from 18 to 45 years old, which includes students, young adults, or adults who are Barbadian or Canadian of Barbadian heritage. We encourage our supporters to attend our events and volunteer for initiatives as we continue to strive to connect the Barbadian community within the GTA. Those who want to get more involved with Bridge TO or volunteer for our yearly initiatives can contact us by email at bridgetocommittee@gmail.com, or they can reach out to us on our social media outlets on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us, as we would love to hear from you, and we would love to get you more involved with Bridge TO and get you involved with volunteering for our yearly initiatives.
Our mission statement is to connect, educate, and enrich the lives of fellow Barbadians, Canadians, and other Caribbean nationals through knowledge, philanthropy care and support. Our goals are to connect Bajans and persons of Bajan heritage, support our local community, and bridge the gap between Bajans back home and the Bajan diaspora here in Canada.
A huge part of Bridge TO's goals is based on fundraising and giving back to our local community. And I think we've done a really good job of doing that thus far since inception. We started an annual community walk in downtown Toronto where we collect non-perishable food items and donated clothes, and we give them out to the less fortunate. We also provide hot drinks from our amazing sponsors, McDonald's and Starbucks. Shout out to Joe Fresh, Metro, and Sky Zone. In 2020, we were unable to do our walk, so instead we raised funds and donated them to Black Food Toronto, which is a local food bank. In Barbados during the pandemic, students had to attend school virtually. Some students weren't able to get access to computers or tablets, and there was a plea from the Ministry of Education to assist. So Bridge TO came together with the Barbados Rotary West, and we raised enough funds to gather 17 tablets on our own.
We also host an annual event called A Time to Give Thanks, which is a Thanksgiving dinner to bring together and welcome Barbadian students and those of Barbadian heritage studying in the Toronto area. The purpose of this dinner is to unite these students and allow them to network with one another. It's really an uplifting evening of dinner, education, and fun. In the coming year, we hope to expand on our educational initiatives by fundraising for the purchase of supplies to put in backpacks for students in need. These backpacks will be sent to students in Barbados and in Canada. We're currently in the process of securing sponsors and partners for this initiative. A really important way in which we fundraise to support these initiatives is through the sales of our branded merchandise. So for example, like the top I'm wearing today. This is really a way for people to identify and support the Bridge TO brand in a way that showcases their connection to Barbados and makes them feel really proud.
So we plan to hold events once restrictions are lifted. Until then, we plan to hold virtual events, keep building connections, fundraising to fund all the different initiatives we have, and also just spread awareness through our social media. Our social media following has actually been steadily growing across Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We've been able to reach thousands of Bajans and Canadians. And through that, we've been able to build an active WhatsApp group that continues to grow. We call on them on our WhatsApp group whenever we need extra helping hands. But otherwise, it's also just a great place to connect, find small Bajan or Canadian businesses, or just have a generally good conversation. It's usually jokes in there, so it's good. In the future, we actually plan to release a YouTube channel. That's going to have educational content, as well as it just being entertaining and funny and lighthearted. So definitely look out for that as well in the future.
We feel that the pandemic has not changed the way in which we operate, but more so, enabled us to discover alternative ways to serve the community through non-conventional platforms. For example, we have hosted several virtual Instagram parties in partnership with notable DJs of Bajan descent. Additionally, as we begin to roll out content from our YouTube channel, new viewers will be pleased to discover that our platform will be a source of content both educational and entertaining. Although these are simply two examples in which we have chosen to pivot our resources during the pandemic, supporters can rest assured there will be more Bridge TO to come.
To be seen as a positive force in aid of the Caribbean diaspora, both locally here in Canada and abroad, would be an ultimate goal. Every challenge faced within the Caribbean diaspora, much like what's happening in St. Vincent as we speak, is an opportunity for us to help uplift our fellow nations of heritage. And I know here at Bridge TO, that's something we all take great pride in. We aim to engage the youth with trendy merchandise designs, much like the hat shown, and through other fundraising initiatives, all of which allow us to build a sense of community within the Barbadian diaspora here locally and abroad, but also enabling us to have fun while we're at it. And I think that for us is one of the most important elements of it.
We are always looking for sponsorships and partnerships to help us acquire supplies and funds for all of our initiatives, such as our backpack initiative we're working on currently. We also look for volunteers to help us prior to and at all of our different events. As well, monetary donations and initiative-specific donations are always encouraged and welcome, as they are crucial to helping us execute our important initiatives and to achieve our goals.
Thank you to CG Sonia Marvel Carter and Consul David Gibbs for your contributions to some important initiatives made possible by your support. And a huge thank you to everybody who's honestly supported Bridge TO along the way. We're doing it all for the community. So thank you for helping us make a difference. We truly appreciate you guys. Honestly, we couldn't do it without your support. So yeah, thanks. Tanya, out.
Thank you, Bridge TO. We can't say it enough. The youth are our future, and we encourage all of you young people watching, link up with Bridge TO, follow them on social media, get involved, broaden your horizons, because wherever you occupy a space, you should make a positive difference. Now to the birthday and anniversary shoutouts. And we also have happy wedding day shout out to my cousin Jasmine and new hubby Myron, who tied the knot on August 25th. Actually, not to mention, the other two couples celebrating anniversaries are both my cousins as well. Oh, congrats guys! Like I said, congratulations to all celebrants. Birthdays, wedding anniversaries, or in Jasmine and Myron's case, wedding day. Now, before I sign off for today, did you know that yesterday, August 27th, was recognized in Barbados as Jackie Opel Day? Now, please tell me you know who Jackie Opel is. If not, research him. He is the creator of our spooge beat, not to mention the Jamaican ska. Look him up and learn more about our great Barbadian Jackie Opel. I mean, a singer. Yeah, the man was just a phenomenal musician. Look out for more next week on education opportunities in Canada. And as I said, we're not only talking about formal education or academia, there is so much more to education. Be safe, adhere to the protocols, and remember to do your part to stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. See you next week.
Music, the pretended garden. We live on it tomorrow, need us to planet, we stand the set, we love the music, music. Protect the planet, we love planet, tomorrow lead us to think. Protect the planet, we stand the set.
You have been watching For the Love of BIM.